Hello, ladies. I'm just going to give everyone a few minutes to jump in. Say hello once you get in here. Going to give you a few minutes, and tonight we are going to be talking about something that I think a lot of women are quietly going through, or maybe not so quietly. And that is menopause, midlife, hormones, and HRT. So I want to say right up front, nothing about this is medical advice. It's all just solely my personal journey over the last year and a half, trying to figure out what the heck was going on with my body. Because if you've ever felt suddenly like your body has changed all the rules without telling you, if this conversation might sound familiar to you, you're definitely in the right place. I'm gonna give you a few more minutes to everybody get settled in before I just start telling you the story, the personal journey story. But I'd love to know where you are from. Google thinks I'm talking to her. So put in the comments where you're from, and don't forget to hit the like button. Hi, lovely. It's so good to see you. How are you? I'm here, for those of you who have just arrived, talking about Florida. I'm jealous. I bet it's warm in Florida. I'm here to talk about midlife and HRT and doing things natural and things that your body goes through. And for me, just to get it started, I'm going to tell you I started with the mystery phase. I call it the mystery phase because for me, I didn't start thinking like, oh, this is midlife or this is menopause. I kind of had no clue that menopause would even happen to me. My parents, my mom never talked to me about it. My grandma never talked to me about it. I didn't even know it was a thing. I'm doing great. It's good to see you too. Hello. So for me, like I said, it didn't start out like, oh, this is menopause. It was not at all. I thought it was my thyroid. And the reason why I thought it was my thyroid is it was because of my hair. Speaking of hair, it was because of my hair. My hair was having an actual full-blown identity crisis. It was out of control. And I'm not talking about a bad hair day. I'm talking about a zombie hair day. Have you seen zombie hair? Dry, dead, and lifeless. It's not like it was coming out in clumps. It felt like dead hair, I guess. I mean, I know our hair is dead, but it felt worse than dead hair. It felt like zombie hair. And then it wasn't soon after that my skin, I felt like it aged 10 years in like a week. And it was dry. It had some like weird texture. And I kept thinking like, what is happening to me? I thought I was going crazy. Hello, everyone. Tell me where you're all at. I'd love to hear where you're tuning in from. And don't forget to hit the like button. I'm explaining my journey of midlife for those of you who are just arriving. Hello, everyone. So anyway, I've talked about my zombie hair and my skin, my weird texture skin, and feeling like it literally aged 10 years in a week. Oh, I know. Are starving ourselves so unhealthy. High fat carnivore diet. I that's pretty much me. I have to do a lot of seeds and nuts and like chicken, but I do like high fat with yogurt and ghee, olive oil, things like that. So like healthier fats, but that it's really helped me too. It's been a process. Yes, we did grow up in the diet culture, the starve yourself culture. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. No one ever. um, yeah, so anyway, like I said, you've heard about my zombie hair and my aging 10 years in a week, and literally my skin was the weirdest texture. I don't even know. It didn't even feel like my skin anymore. And I was like, what the heck is happening to me? But then, this kind of leads into what we were just talking about with diet. I was having digestion problems, and I honestly thought like I had food poisoning and it was just lasting, like it wasn't going away. I was like, what did I eat? Like, do I have gluten problems? Because I've never had any allergies. Later, I learned that digestion can actually be an issue in menopause. So, yeah, that brick that I felt like was in my gut was directly related to this midlife thing that was happening. So, your body just processes foods differently, but you're kind of going through all these things and you're just like trying to optimize and figure things out on your own, and it can all just get a little like crazy. So, you're trying to solve a mystery. So now I have zombie hair, dry skin. I look like I aged 10 years in a week, and I'm having digestion issues. So I'm wondering if there's anybody out there, like, have you had hair or skin issues like in your midlife that have completely like taken you off, like surprised you, like you had no idea? Just type yes if that's been you. Yeah, I mean, it's intense. And I'm someone who's really into optimizing my health, so I'm doing lab work pretty constantly, but then all of a sudden I'm doing my labs and my A1C is high. And so things are just getting even weirder because I'm a clean eater. I don't eat sugar. I eat very healthy whole foods, seeds, nuts, and my A1C is high. And, I train. I'm at the gym 5 to 7 days a week. So none of it is making sense to me. But also, I'm not living at the drive-through. I'm like living out of the grocery store, eating very healthy foods. So my cholesterol is going up, my A1C is going up. It's all just like this mystery that needs to be solved, but everything I do is not solving the mystery. I drink like a gallon of water a day. I don't drink soda. I'm not having sugar. Like none of it was making sense to me. And all the things that used to work were no longer working. Like I used to be able to just go to the gym, train a little harder, and it just would work. It was like determination in my youth was the answer to all of life's problems. But it's in midlife, it turned out not to be. Well, I guess your determination is not giving up on yourself. So it was like, what the heck is happening? So this was actually one of the first moments where I thought, something is deeper going on here, because the numbers change, but the lifestyle hasn't, and nothing was making sense. What was driving it? And that was kind of when hormones started to cross my mind. Um, has anybody else have ever had your lab numbers change? Like, even though your habits are good and the same as they always have been? Yeah, so the next phase is what I call the ridiculous phase. It was me trying to get help. And I don't know if anyone can relate to this. Um, I know that there are good medical providers out there. I just didn't seem to be coming across them at the time. It was difficult. So I started thinking it was my hormones. So I went to the doctor, and I basically got the response at my doctor, "We don't do that here. Talk to your endocrinologist." And I'm thinking, okay, but can you give me a test so I can like even see if I need to talk to the endocrinologist? And they basically turned me down and told me no, they don't do that there and they couldn't help me, which led me to this further feeling alone. And yeah, I was going to go to see my endocrinologist, who I could not get in to see for another 3.5 months. So this is kind of like the feeling of being alone. It's hard to get into medical providers, and then when you get in and they send you to another medical provider, it's another 3.5 months before you can see them. Hello, everyone that's just coming in. Don't forget to like while you're here. So I think it's something that a lot of women experience, but I know it's being talked about a lot now, but I know that there are also women who have reached out to me that are just relating to some of my videos and what I'm talking about, and who have felt alone in it. And that's kind of why I'm talking about it, because when you're going through like your hair feeling like zombie hair and aging 10 years in a week, and then digestion, labs aren't right, and your PCP is telling you, sorry, I can't help you. It's a feeling of being alone, and it's not an easy feeling. And especially someone who's really dedicated to their fitness and overall wellness, and everything that you're doing that has normally worked isn't working anymore. And it's just a feeling of being alone. And I'm curious if anybody out there has ever been dismissed by their doctor when you're talking about hormones or any sort of menopause symptoms. And I'd love, just be honest. Just yes or no is good. Hello, everyone who has just joined. Hi. It's lovely to have you here. Hello, everyone. You were a pretty clean eater, but too low fat. Yeah. I didn't start eating healthier fats probably till my 40s. So it was like you said, it's our generation of, we were taught, to starve yourself. And I don't think there was much knowledge on nutrition in our era. I remember having a friend growing up. Her dad was a chiropractor, and we would stay the night at her house, and they ate healthy. And that was the only one I can remember in my childhood that had a healthy diet. It's crazy to think about, but right? So After my PCP situation of we can't help you and go see your endocrinologist, 3.5 months later, I finally got into my endocrinologist and he prescribed me estradiol. And at first, I was very, I wanted to do everything natural. I believed, it's not that I believed, it's, if I can stay away from prescription drugs, I'll do it. But when it comes to quality of life, when it comes down to that, I consider it. I mean, I know medicine is needed, and it's not the first thing that I want to try. So I had tried every avenue before that, all the creams, you know, wild yam supplements. I was taking all the tinctures, whatever you could think of, all the things. I was doing it, trying to be all natural and figure it out. And I eventually, because of the lack of sleep, the night sweats, the hot flashes, all the craziness, the brain fog, the mood swings, and I eventually decided to give the estradiol a try. So I hopped on board with HRT. I don't think I knew anyone my mom would make liver and spinach. That sounds like my mom. The liver. She made liver and spinach too. And that was, liver is good for you, but yeah. I considered, like, my mom raised us on like farm food. That's what I call it. But roasts, and not that those are bad for you, but then the veggies that we were given were those frozen like peas and carrots and corn. And you'd always have a roll with butter on it, and tacos, spaghetti, that kind of diet. But I learned in my I was an avid runner in my mid to late 20s, so I could pretty much eat whatever I wanted. And then when I got into my 30s, I figured it out a little bit more. It was more high protein, but I still was doing a lot of the processed, whey protein. And I think that there's, whatever your goal is, that can work for you. I just think as I've gotten older and with those digestion issues, like, I do use whey protein, but only out of desperation. Like, if I'm out and I'm hungry and there's nothing healthy to eat, I'll grab a protein bar, like a David protein bar. Not right now, though, because I'm on a 60-day, zero processed, zero sugar, just whole foods, nuts, seeds, vegetables, chicken, pork, until the end of this month. It's a 60-day diet that I'm doing. So I do, yeah. I don't like a lot of it. I do kimchi, and I eat some pickles. I don't know if that's considered fermented, but I also do apple cider vinegar and kombucha. But yeah, all that stuff I feel like is needed and necessary in this stage of my life. Definitely. Do you have any suggestion of any other ferments that you like? But, oh, pickles are helpful. Good, because I eat pickles. So the endocrinologist prescribed me the estradiol, and I finally gave in and started taking it, and it did help. It helped with the hot flashes, the night sweats disappeared, which was brilliant because, oh my gosh, those were miserable. But even though those symptoms improved, I still like didn't fully feel like myself. And it was it was better, but it still wasn't completely right. Oh, red cabbage. I do have kefir sometimes, but it's really hard to find some in my area that doesn't have a ton of sugar in it. And I try to stay away from sugar. But just to continue on, if anybody's curious about the HRT piece of, I started with estradiol and I started on half a milligram, and he moved me up to 1 milligram, and it really did help. But my endocrinologist wasn't really willing to look into testosterone or progesterone. And so, why I was thinking, yeah, the hot flashes are better, the night sweats are better. I still was having issues. I was having digestion issues, although I didn't really know what those were. I also I also had a situation where like I got an injury in my elbow, and just out of the blue, like there was no like warning. I was lifting at the gym, and like my ligament in my elbow just tore. So I decided after a lot of deep thinking that I was going to go deeper with Marek Diagnostics. And I don't know if any of you know who that is. There's companies out there like Midlife Health or him or hers that do the HRT. Marek Diagnostic is actually founded by, well, one of the co-founders is Derek. I don't know his last name, and I should know, but the more plates, more dates gentleman. He really impresses me with his knowledge about steroids, hormones, testosterone, peptides. He has really done his research. He looks at the science. He also tests things himself. He's in the gym with all the people like who are taking the peptides, taking the steroids, taking testosterone. Anyway, I truly trust him. So I went with the company that he is the co-founder for. And it was a financial decision because, no, I don't. He's way too young for me, but really smart guy, very impressive guy. I'm sure a lot of girls do have crushes on him, but it's not for the faint of heart and the like it's going to be a financial decision. It's not just easy peasy. It costs you a little bit of money up front, but because you're going deeper into the labs and they're really looking at optimizing your health, and you have like 24/7 access to a coach that any issue that you're having with whatever treatment that they put you on, you have access to them. So because my quality of life matters, and I wanted someone that was willing to dive deep and look at all the things, not just one hormone, not just one symptom. And honestly, I've been extremely happy with them. It has taken me a while to dial in and balance my hormones. And this is what I think can be useful to people because it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not working. It's just that we are all like snowflakes when it comes to chemistry. We're all different. There's no specific like hormone treatment for one person. There can be similarities, but something that can work for someone that is my age may not work for me. And it simply it can be so many reasons. Like you can have the MTHFR gene, which I actually have one parent that has that. And basically, you need to do your research and look further into it. But it could simply mean that you do not methylate vitamin B12 appropriately, which can affect how you absorb things. To just summarize and say it in a nutshell. So, that's to say that you really want someone who's willing to look at the type of snowflake that you are and work with you, but really listen to your gripes. I know that if I just go to the doctor with one of my symptoms, they treat me like I'm a whiny person, like I'm just whining. And hey, Angelica Ramirez. Hi, Dutton. So that's one thing that I love about Marek, and it's Marek, Marek Diagnostics, and they are fabulous. I just had a follow-up appointment yesterday. So, have any of you ever done comprehensive hormone labs? Out of curiosity? It's really interesting. So when it's testing your blood work, so if you do a comprehensive blood panel, you basically can get like, what is your vitamin D? What is your vitamin B12? What is your zinc, your ferritin, your thyroid levels, T3, T4, copper. One thing that I'll give you a little sneak peek, because my next video is on supplements. In all this that I'm learning about my body and having my blood work done, I discovered that copper, magnesium, and zinc all compete with each other. So if you take a multivitamin, all those three that are in there, your metals are competing with each other. So it's something to consider. If you've just been told you're taking your multivitamin, why have we been told that all these years? It doesn't really make sense, right? I'm talking about health and blood work and hormones, and your body needs minerals and vitamins. And I don't know if you know that vitamin D3 is a hormone. It's not really a vitamin, and then your body needs that to survive. And if you are low on vitamin D, which is like 80% of people, you can have health problems. And this actually happened to me in my 20s. For a year, I was very ill. I was nauseous. I kept going to the doctor and nobody could figure it out. They're like, oh, you're a runner, you're healthy, everything's okay. And I was not okay. And I kept getting sicker and sicker. And finally, which is another thing, I went to a naturopath. And the only reason I went to one is because my doctor wasn't available. And she tested my vitamin D3, and I had no trace of vitamin D3 in my body. And it was making me very sick. So they immediately started injecting me with a large amount of vitamin D3, and it immediately I started feeling better. So I had a myriad of symptoms. But I was talking about Marek Diagnostics, who was co-founded by Derek from More Plates, More Dates. I don't know his last name. I should Google it. Let me see if I can see his last name. I really should know. He's on Joe Rogan. Okay, his name is Derek Munro. Munro. He is so impressive. Happy birthday, Victoria. That's so exciting. Yay. Happy birthday. Yay. So, a comprehensive blood panel is checking your standard labs that a lot of doctors just don't run because they tell you they don't matter. Hey, King Wilson, are we related? I'm a Wilson. So checking your iron, your ferritin, your copper, your zinc. If you're high in iron, if you're low in iron, you could have like a lot of health problems. A lot of times thyroid disorder is misdiagnosed because you're having these symptoms and they just throw thyroid at you. Okay, I'll see you later. I love your posts and I'll keep in touch. Stay in touch. Iron Man deficiency. Liam. Yeah. Well, you can call it whatever you want. But if you do the full metabolic panel, the comprehensive blood panel, it gives you a big picture of what is going on with your health. We don't realize, especially with the food that we're getting that's available to us nowadays, we're not getting the vitamins and minerals that we used to. So very often we are deficient in vitamins and minerals. Health stuff is pretty cool. It's fun to optimize your health. And bye. I do know creatine is good. It's all the rage right now. People are mass creatine loading. It used to be just 5 milligrams. And you know what's so hilarious is when I was younger, creatine was kind of known as like the gym guys drug. We all thought it was like a steroid. If guys had like creatine, we're like, oh my God, they're on steroids. That just goes to show you that, you know, we didn't know much back in the day. But I do know creatine is good. I take it. I'm on hiatus from it at the moment, only because I'm trying to get a good basic idea of where I'm at after this diet that I've been on for, I think it's 7 weeks now. And so I've excluded some things that I normally do, like krill oil, creatine, CoQ10, just I haven't heard that in a while, just to get a good basis of where I'm at. So I'm about to have a blood test next week. So I hope that answered your question on what a blood panel is. And it's cool that I now know Derek's last name. You guys should check him out. I'm a fan. He's very smart if you're into health. He's so interesting. He goes on Joe Rogan a lot, or Andrew Huberman, if you guys know who that is. I'm also doing the sauna and cold bath. Anybody into sauna and cold bath? I'd love to know. But I got a little sidetracked. It's fun to talk to you guys, and it's easy to get sidetracked. But so I just had an appointment with Marek yesterday, and I'm adjusting the combination of estradiol, progesterone, and testosterone. So I've only been taking estradiol and progesterone. I didn't like how injectable testosterone made me feel, and I was on an extremely low dose. For those of you ladies who might fear it, it did not give me any androgenetic side effects. Maybe a bit of acne, but nothing that you can't live with. But I did not like some of the, like, it made me feel extremely bloated, like abnormally. So I'm going to try the cream. So I just ordered that, and that will be here soon. So I'll be able to tell you ladies what that was like. But so I finally am feeling like things are getting dialed in. The weather, it's pouring down rain. I'm surprised you can't hear it on my metal roof. It's very loud. So I finally feel like I'm getting my health dialed in. But another thing that I've been doing lately is peptides. I've been doing NAD plus, which that like hits you at a cellular level. I don't know how to explain it, but the very first day that I injected the NAD plus, I felt like at a cellular level that my body was like regenerating, and it was an insane feeling. I'd love to hear where you all are at. Like, tell me where you're at. And have you been doing your blood work and monitoring your health? Just yes or no. Just be honest. I'm in the Pac Northwest, and it's pouring down rain, but we've actually had a very mild weather. It's actually been kind of nice. Not a lot of rain. But I don't feel like things are perfect, but they are so much more dialed in than they were. So much closer. And, you know, it's like a huge weight lifted off my back. I can't even tell you. It's been like, I would say, a 2-year journey. So my big message, the biggest thing that I want all you ladies to understand is if your body feels suddenly different, if you have zombie hair, if you have mood changes, lab changes, like if you feel like you aged 10 years in a week, your skin feels all weird. 1, you're not alone. 2, you're not crazy. And 3, there are things that you can do. There are so many things that you can do. I highly suggest eating as clean as possible first, and increasing activity. And if you can hitting the gym. Finding the right support can take time. So hitting these other areas, the areas that you can do on your own. But one thing that a key takeaway for what was happening to me is I was eating a lot of ribeye, a lot of hamburger, and because I always had, you know, I wanted high protein diet for being in the gym, for building muscle. And I quickly learned, Mike, I can kind of slowly start relating. My dad is 86. I take that back. He's 84, and he's starting to need a lot of my help, and I feel for you. I hope you get your life back. I have to commend you that you are caring for your mom. That's hard. I like to look at it as, you know, they took care of us, and we have to give back, and it won't be forever. But thanks for being here, Mike. It's lovely to have you here. But I really want you to understand that it could take time for you to find the right support that you need, and optimizing, you know, activity, fitness, meditation, mindfulness, taking time for yourself, making sure, like, just getting your blood work done and monitoring your iron, your ferritin, your zinc, finding out if you have the MTHFR gene, because vitamin B12 can change your life. A lot of the time, people just have high homocysteine and they don't process the normal, like, B12 that's in normal vitamins. You need the methylated version, and that literally can change your life. Because if you have that gene and you have high homocysteine, you likely have inflammation of the brain. And see, a simple blood test, you find out you have high homocysteine, you start taking B12, you start methylating, and it just is life changing. So finding these things out for yourself, it could really change your quality of life. And it's something that I believe that we should just be doing, but unfortunately our medical system is more about it's giving you a pill, and it's there for a reason. Hi from India. Nice to see you. Welcome. But how many of you would like me to do another live next week where we talk about supplements, peptides, lifestyle strategies, hormone support? You could just tap yes, no, maybe so. I kind of gave my health spiel, my menopause journey. I do a little bit of Ayurvedic medicine. I have a book. I don't have a provider. I couldn't find one in my area, but I agree with you. There are a lot of things that I have implemented that are from Ayurveda, like drinking warm water in the morning changed my life. But yeah, really knowing, like, if you're Vata, Kapha, or anyway, I don't want to say them wrong, but knowing if you're hot and cold, and yeah, I do look into it a bit, but I wish I had a provider that in my area, but I don't have one. Western medicine just it's hard. Like, I feel like we have to figure out a lot on our own and do research. Like, I actually have a book on Ayurvedic medicine, and it's really helped me out quite a bit. Like, it's been pretty life-changing with just some simple things that I implemented from that book. But, I'm figuring it out on my own. I'm sure if I had a provider, that would be even better. Yeah, I know. I spent some time in London, and I even feel like at the time their medical system was better than America's. And it's unfortunate. It's just like a money making thing. But I think that's, how a lot of things are in our world, and you're kind of at your own devices that you need to figure it out on your own. Hello, how are you? Welcome. I don't know if you guys have any questions. I kind of went through my spiel, so I'll stay on here another 10-ish minutes and just kind of chat and see if you guys have any questions. I'll tell you my spiel was about kind of going through some health issues that I'm good, thank you. How are you? It's so good to have you here. you missed my comedy spiel where I was explaining how I had some symptoms that I thought were thyroid symptoms because it was like my hair was having an identity crisis, but it isn't what you think. It was like it felt like I had zombie hair. Like that's where my health issues started in my hair and then my skin. I literally one day I looked in the mirror and I looked 10 years like I looked like I'd aged 10 years in a week. It was crazy. Hello. It's so good to have you guys here. Don't forget to like while you're here. Send me a little thumbs up. What are you guys doing this evening? Yeah, it doesn't. You have to be very careful here. It's scary because you're right. You can just eat some of the same things. I would like to know because if I go to Europe and I eat bread, I don't gain weight, but if you eat bread here, you do. So that's a perfectly good example. I don't know what is happening to our food system. Yeah, it's definitely a problem. I I have to trust the labels that I read. This is why I'm kind of on this whole foods diet, no processed foods. Like the only processed foods I'm having is a very little bit of um, dairy and a little bit of cheese and yogurt. But everything else is just whole foods, chicken, grains, nuts, seeds, dried fruits, even. I don't have a donate button. Sorry. It is very hard to avoid. It takes a lot of work. I have to pre-plan my meals and food prep and take things with me because if you're out, it's so hard to eat healthy. You're getting things like it's kind of what I was talking about earlier. You're stuck getting a protein bar, which is processed, or beef jerky, which is processed. You can get like a hard boiled egg while you're out, but it is very hard to avoid processed foods, and especially in certain areas. I worked today. I own a couple of businesses, and now I am just doing a live on health, nutrition, menopause, midlife, HRT, and all that good stuff. It's becoming like that in India. Yeah, I worry that it's contagious and because it's easy. And I was really surprised. I started watching YouTube videos of like these travel vloggers, and I had no idea that in other countries, like they had Kentucky Fried Chicken or Pizza Hut or McDonald's. And that's kind of the problem is these places are going everywhere and they're not looking out for our health. They're wanting to be rich and it's scary. Yeah. We have the addiction to the social media too. I actually, YouTube is my only social media. I got rid of all social media about 2.5 years ago. So I don't do Facebook, Instagram, none of it. And the only time I'm on YouTube for the most part is when I'm posting, but I also keep my algorithm very healthy. Yeah, it's true. They industrialize thing. Well, it's instant gratification and it's a materialistic society, a very consumer society, and it's about money. What's denial? I don't know what's denial. Name a car for an edit. Well, I would say a Mustang GT 500. Yeah, I think it's sad that it's spreading all over the world. It's scary times, but I also think, things start with us. If we could focus on the scary times and the chaos, or you can focus on where you want to put your energy. And because if you're working on yourself, that energy is going out into the world. If you're bettering yourself, that's bettering the collective. And that's what we can focus on. Those things are sad, and it's good to know about them and that they exist. And you can be a beacon of light for others by choosing other things, choosing other ways, not getting caught up in those negative energies. And sometimes that's easier said than done. I do know that. But you have zero control over anything outside of yourself. All we have is control over ourselves and how we respond to everything else. I am very hopeful. I have a lot of hope and belief, and I'm very optimistic. And I believe people, there are a lot of good people. And the more good people who are working on themselves will put that energy into the world. And I do believe that there is a huge awakening happening in our world. And there are some crazy times happening, very crazy times. But there are also some energies and awareness and very good things coming out in the world that have never been here before. So I am very hopeful. It's been great having you here. It's fun talking to you about these things. Thank you for stopping by and giving me some likes. I appreciate it. I don't even know what that is, King. Are you going to tell me? Do you have thoughts of declining birth rates around the world, for instance, traditionally overpopulated? Yeah, I mean, it's a linguistic device where your first letter starts the same. Yeah, I'm clueless, King. Oh, Tim, that's very sad. I'm sorry you feel that way. We would rather you have be alive. A king of a tongue twister. A kind of a tongue twister. I'm not good at tongue twisters. But on your point of the declining birth rate, yeah, it's crazy to think about because social media is only going to make that worse. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. That's very sad. It's hard to lose people that you love. I'm sorry you're going through that. There's no words, but I feel for you. Hi there. The declining birth rate, it's like such a cluster because we're trying to be I'm real. We're dating online, which what is that? That's crazy. I don't know if any of you are old enough to have dated before dating apps. It was a beautiful thing. You had to do a lot of work and it was way more exciting. And I have to tell you, dating on social apps it's like a job. When dating used to be so exciting and fun, and this is just one area that is going to be the decline of birth rates, more decline, virtual reality. When we have robots doing everything and AI, and everybody is at home in virtual reality, are we going to be making babies? It's a lot to think about, but all we can really do is, like, all I have is the present moment right here, right now. That's all I have. If I worry about the future, and I'm not saying that I don't want to help it, but I feel like the best way that I can help the world is to work on myself, to grow. 53, I just turned 53. To grow, evolve, better ourselves, put love into the world, increase your vibration. Yeah, I mean, I understand why you're worried about it. It's, I mean, I'm empathetic to that. I don't worry anymore because I live for today. And I know that it doesn't mean that it's not scary. And we absolutely need people to like look into those things. And we are going to be declining if we have a bunch of robots working, and it's a scary thought if you sit and think about it. But what can you do about that? Can you do anything about it? Well, thank you. That's very sweet. It's probably the lighting that makes me look 42. I'm basically retired. That's why I'm a YouTuber. And I'm sorry, some of your guys' you want a diet plan? You can watch a few of my videos and send me some. It's interesting. I'm about to do a video, but there's my last video. If you send me comment reset, I will make you a diet plan. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim, that your dad has been gone 12 years. It seems like you're going through a really hard time. Walk, I missed what you said. What's hilarious? My age is hilarious? It's unbelievable. I literally think it's the lighting I have here. It's not that unbelievable. I think I kind of look my age. I do have a few favorite music type. It's probably a little alternative. Like I like Volbeat, which is kind of like a upbeat kind of rock. Flaps were false and frail. She flailed and fluttered feverishly for fear that she might fail. Finally, she faltered, forced by fit and faints to stop and fall down, feeling foolish, a fiasco and a flop. We could reverse the number, but I don't think it would change anything. I don't know if you missed, like, my live is on menopause, so I'm literally in midlife. How was the tongue twister? And Tim, I don't know what CHF is. What is CHF? My chair is white. That was pretty good, King, for a tongue twister. Hi, girl power. Nice to see you. You're 18 and your joints feel like you're 70? Yes, we all need to take care of ourselves and our health. The world will be a much better place if we take care of ourselves. Oh, yeah, my chair is white, but it might seem a little purple because my lights are purple. Congestive heart failure. Yeah, that's really sad, Tim. I'm sorry. My grandpa died of congestive heart failure. It's not easy to lose a parent. I'm sorry you lost your dad. You're 25 years old. Walk. Hi. You're very young. Tim, do you put yourself out there to meet some new friends? Because I know that it's not easy nowadays. Oh, thank you. You subscribe to me. I really appreciate it. Anybody, if you subscribe, that's just thank you. Thank you, Walking Street. What is my YouTube? You mean, oh, thank you, King. Thank you for subscribing. Do you mean what do I talk about on my YouTube? Thank you for liking. King, thank you for liking. Girl Power. Girl Power Diaries, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. It's awesome to have you guys here. Don't forget to like, too. You tried, but it doesn't work. Are you going to, what kind of places are you going to try? I can't really send you a link right now. I am not a gamer. My kids are gamers. Give you advice on your life. How do you spend your life? You said you're 18? I would start inner reflection and growth and fitness and eating healthy and surrounding yourself by people who want to build you up. Tell you stories about my 20s and my favorite memories. Well, in my 20s, I had children, so they are my favorite memories. So my first child I had when I was 20. Got pregnant when I was 19, and had my son when I was 20. And then I had my daughter when I was 23. I was, I'm missing all these other comments, so I will try to make it quick. Favorite parts of my life is really raising two young children is awesome. But I also had to work for a living. I was the main breadwinner at the time. So I got to experience some pretty cool careers. I was a claims adjuster and a travel agent. And I got to travel all over the world and experience an amazing family. I had a very good house. I started going to college when I was 28, which was absolutely fabulous. So it was a lot of growth in my 20s and discovering myself. I am not married. Well, I have said vows, but I am not legally married. Christians who truly love Jesus and God. Okay. Tim. You've asked people if they want to be your friend and they said no. Well, maybe you just don't have to ask. Maybe you can just go hang out at a coffee shop, a library, and just talk to people that are there. And then maybe if you continue to see people there who like it's a hangout for them, they'll become your friend. So then you don't have to put yourself in that position where you ask and then they say no, and then you feel rejected. So one thing I want to talk about rejection is not everyone is our people. For instance, I have people coming on this live and then immediately going away because I'm not their person. And I'm okay with that. It's completely fine. There are people who when I'm scrolling on YouTube, that I just scroll past because they're not my people. So that's an example on here, but it also happens in life. It's okay if people are not your people. You just got to find your people. You don't want to hang out with people who don't want to hang out with you anyway. Oh, you just want to know my channel name is just at Carol Wilson, I think. Isn't that horrible? I think it's just at Carol space Wilson. I'll look for you in a second. I'm missing all these. What's the secret of my youthful skin? Having kids in my 20s? I wish you could see me in person. I think people do tell me that I look like I'm in my 40s. That's probably pretty common. My channel name is Carol Wilson, and my handle is at Carol Lee Wilson. Tim, you've been single forever. That's okay. It's an opportunity to get to know yourself. I was single for a long time too. I was married for 20 years, got a divorce, and then was single. Well, I had a boyfriend after that, and then was single for a while. You want to be picky about who you're with because you don't want to be like stuck with someone who isn't loving, kind, generous, building you up. So just look at it as an opportunity to get to know yourself better and prepare yourself for the partner that is headed your way. Girls absolutely got to stick together, girl power. We most definitely do. You got married at 14? I didn't even know that that was allowed. It was a brave decision. I always wanted children. You have to understand, in my generation, you're kind of you were raised that that's kind of what you did, that you go to school and then you get married. You have 12 siblings? That's a lot. 7 women pregnant? He's a very busy man. And kudos to you, King. I'm not sure I could see why you may not want to be like your dad. Tim, I'm not sure if I missed something. I was directly talking to you about, it's not rejection. Those just aren't your people. Thank you, EDL. Oh, Walk, thank you that you said I'm a beautiful person. That just touched my heart. How does having a child at a very young age feel? Thank you for subscribing, EDL. I don't really know how to explain how it felt. It was a beautiful experience. I loved my children. Luckily, they're amazing. They love me dearly. I'm sure I could have done better had I waited. I didn't know a lot of things, so I was still kind of growing up as I was raising them. But I can say I was always working on myself, providing for them, working hard to give them a good home and make sure that they were loved and loved themselves. Thank you, weird ferret. That's very kind of you. Oh, maybe that is the reflection on my face, my positive thinking walk. Okay, you need some advice. You have a crush on a boy who likes you back, and you've dated before but broke up because he moved far away. So we want to get back together. What should I do? Well, I need to ask you a few questions, Hayden. What is stopping you from immediately saying yes? And you're 15, by the way. Your dad joined the military and he sucks? Why does he suck? Tim, you're not going to be by yourself forever. Just start focusing internally on why you're feeling sad, because you said you were depressed. Start looking there. I'd like to suggest if you would go check out Aaron Doty. He's amazing, and he has changed my life about 2 years ago, and it could really be helpful for you. He's not in the military anymore, thankfully. Oh yeah, our track record with war. Yeah, he stayed he stayed really busy. He got 7 women pregnant. He's a family psychiatrist. Is he really? He's a family psychiatrist. That is very ironic and very interesting. Aw, 5DM. You guys are so kind. I do have amazing children and an amazing family. Really, my dad's amazing. My mom's amazing. I can't date you because I have a husband, not legally, but we've set our vows. You like the lavender? Cody? Cool. I'll keep it. Hello from India. I look like the woman who gets bad news and starts crying on the door in movies. I would surprise you. I'm actually not a big crier in movies. And bad news, I've been through quite a tough life, so I'm not sure bad news can really get this girl. But you guys, I'm sticking around about 5 more minutes because I've been on here over an hour. So 5, maybe 10 minutes, and then I gotta go eat dinner. I'm a soldier's wife? I am? I don't get it. Maybe I'm too old to get it. Tim, why all the sad faces? Did you hear me say Aaron Doty? Go check him out. Let me look him up. He can help with these things of you feeling like you can't find friends. It's AARON space DOUGHTY. He can change your life. He can transform your life. Welcome to your shoe. You can ask me something for sure. Oh, thank you for saying I'm cool. I appreciate it. You may ask. I'm not sure I will answer, but you can certainly ask. Tim, will you give Aaron a shot? I'm telling you, the man changed my life. I think he could change yours. 6:14 p.m. Hello, everybody. Plasma zombie. Why do you want me to say that? I got the question. I don't think I got the question. Oh, isn't it amazing how you notice that the flower isn't purple? Most people think it's purple. It is something special. The purple turns the white flower purple. Old but not cold. I'll remember that one. Okay, Tim, take care of yourself. Oh, is it a naughty question? Maybe that's why it didn't go through. Thank you for the like, Plasma. I appreciate it. Meow. The topic of my show, I went through this whole spiel about midlife, menopause, hormones, HRT, doing comprehensive blood panels, MTHFR gene, getting your levels checked like ferritin, iron, copper, vitamin D, thyroid markers. HRT is hormone replacement therapy. Oh, I'm glad you like it. It is, I like it. I think it's nice too. It's a nice ambiance in my loft office. It is calm, very calm. Hormone replacement therapy is for people on who have low levels of hormones. It could be, and actually, men and women have estrogen and testosterone. So it's replacing your low levels and getting you back to balance. So I was talking about how, yeah, I agree with you, Egg, except I was doing that, the natural thing, because I'm a clean eater, whole eater, gym goer, 5 to 7 times a week, strength training. Yeah, anyway, it wasn't working for me. So I ended up going with Marek Diagnostics, which I don't know if you guys know who Derek Monroe is. So I talked about that, how they've really optimized and balanced my hormones. And I actually started with, I only wanted to go the natural approach until I had so many problems that my quality of life was just not great. And I was trying all the fitness things. I don't know, Plasma. What do you do with it? You only know who Trump is? That's hilarious. Well, hello, from South Africa. I had a friend from South Africa named Michael and another one named Eben, but I haven't talked to them in probably 6 years. When you have lower levels, so let me give you an example. A man, if he has low levels of testosterone, can feel lethargic, low libido, inflammation, exhaustion. A woman who has low estrogen. Estrogen is the driver for everything practically. So you can lose muscle, you can have brain fog, exhaustion, night sweats, hot flashes. Anyway, if that gives you an idea. You are very nice people. Michael and Eben were two of the nicest people I have ever met. Yeah. You could have, it could be other things, but how old are you, Jose? I can't believe you've never heard of it. Hi, Thunder 97. Yeah, 38, you might want to just check. It wouldn't hurt anything. I don't know what your medical system is like over in South Africa. Basically, what I was talking about was more geared towards women, but it's absolutely a situation that men are going through, especially in America with a lot of our plastics. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but we have a lot of plastics and things in our water and things in our food, and it's massively affecting testosterone levels in our country. And it would be very good to have that checked. All you have to do, well, here you can get a hold of someone like Marek Diagnostics, who I went through, HIMS. There are a whole bunch of them online. I'm not sure how you do it there. Hello from Ireland, Alex. Hey, Jake. So good to see you. Everybody must give me a like while you're here. And subscribe if you... Hello from Pakistan. Where are all the new people from? Hey, Damaged Healer. We be picking out a new house and cars? T2, that's fun. Yeah, hi, what's up, Gemini? So good to see you. Hey, Mohammed. UK, huh? I went to college in the UK. I am from the Pac Northwest in America. I was born in Alaska, but I'm living in the lower 48 right now. North Africa, that's exciting. I am from Alaska again. T2. Where are you from the USA? Where from the UK, Damaged Healer? Essex. Fun. I would love your accent then. I love the Essex accent. I actually went to a retreat with Michael Hussey. Michael, forgive me. I really did go to his retreat. Matthew Hussey, and he is from Essex. I love his accent, and his parents were both there and love their accents. Hi from Sweden, Gemini. Oh, that's very sweet, Mr. Random. You own a club, T2? Okay. Where did I go to school in the UK? I went into school at Richmond University in just London. Thank you, Mr. Random. Irish gangster, and you have an accent. All accents are fun. I enjoyed the UK. I think everybody has very good manners there, and I think um, we could learn a lot from how kind y'all are there. Aw. Okay, you guys, 5 more minutes and then I'm bouncing. I don't know what Roblox is. Mr. Random, you've just got all sorts of lines this evening. You have dual citizenship, Scotland and Ireland. I've been to both, and I'm actually of Scottish descent. Uh, Kilsyth is where my great grandfather was from. Very small place. I went and saw it. The chocolate line made me laugh. I don't know what 67 means, weekend person. Oh, thank you, T2. Have a nice night, Ron. What's with all the 60 numbers? It's very distracting. Okay, guys, 4 more minutes. It's a meme. I've never really been into memes, so I'm clueless. I was someone that didn't even do social media until 6 years ago, and then I quit 2 years ago. It's a brain rot number. Oh, I get it. Damaged healer, I'm curious by your name. Is it spiritual in nature? It's rotting their brains saying it. Yeah, Mr. Random. I think a lot of things like that are probably not good for people. Oh, I like it. Duality. That is very cool. Hi, Bella. Hello, mommy. That would have to mean you were one of my kids. I like the name. Spiritual Beginnings is amazing. I don't know if you know who Aaron Doty is, who I was trying to get that Tim gentleman to go check out, but I've been to 3 of his retreats and spiritual in nature. A strong connection, that's a good one. I think that's my favorite thus far. I'm stealing that if it's okay, Mr. Random. 1 more minute. Everybody better subscribe and like. Weekend, you're out of control with the 67s. Oh, thank you. I'm probably going to take that one. I haven't heard of Bob Monroe. I'll Google him right now. Is he a spiritual person? I've never heard of him. The Monroe Institute sounds familiar, though. Expanded consciousness. So you're probably maybe into Alan Watts and Mind Valley, maybe. And well, I'm glad that I met you tonight and I could find out about Bob Monroe. Now I'm super intrigued by Bob Monroe. I do not play any instruments. I played the piano when I was young, but I don't have a piano. Okay, guys, I'm calling it a night. I believe that to be true. Very true, damaged healer. I think we're capable of truly amazing things. Okay. It was so good to meet you. I would love some guitar lessons, but I'm going to call it a night, guys. I got to go get something to eat, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. It would be totally cool to talk some more, damaged healer. I would love to. It sounds like we have some stuff in common, and I'm going to check out Monroe Institute later. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.